everybody, welcome and or welcome back to my channel. It is your girl J Ross back with another video, and I am coming to you guys with another hard-hitting video with a company that just is not getting the point that it's 2018 and the shade diversity needs to be had. So here is what I'm going to do. So once again, as you guys know, this is the darkest shade video number 4 in my series. I will tag the other ones up here somewhere so you guys can see. It's common sense that we all know these brands that have the darkest or have a shade that they consider deep, dark, or medium dark, or medium golden, or dark honey, anything like that. It's not actually really that dark or deep or rich at all for any complexion that is actually of the complexion of color. Today's video is going to be about a brand that is now bought out for 1.2 billion, if I'm not mistaken. 1.2, 1.5, one of them wait, I know it ain't billion. Hold up, Jesus, hold up. We getting billions out here? And It Cosmetics should have actually been the first video of this whole series, but I wanted to start off nice and sweet and start off with the drugstore brands and just, you know, slowly ease into the high-end brands. But so what It Cosmetics did do is they did finally expand their range of color shades. So now instead of 4 or 5 shades of a product, we now have 12 shades for her new Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer with SPF 50 plus UVA/UVB broad spectrum physical sunscreen, which is clinically tested, hydrating, and anti-aging with 3D Skin Flex. When you get 1 fluid ounce, and this is the darkest one in the shade of deep. You see me looking over here glancing at all, I am looking at my monitor, looking at my computer, because once again, when I come to you guys with straight facts, I don't want to give you guys BS. I want to make sure what I'm saying is real. So going to their Twitter page, looking at their Twitter page right now, going back to January 25th, the tweet says, hashtag coming soon, the most clinically advanced full coverage moisturizer packed with fermented ingredients, SPF physical only sunscreen, and a full coverage pigment. We spent 2 years creating 12 skin tone adapting shades, typically only possible for 1 to 2. And that's what the tweet says. I don't get what that typically only possible for 1 to 2. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. But the main part of this is they spent 2 years to create 12 shades. As I've been doing research on this, and I've been looking at it, and I've been like laughing at it because I couldn't wait to do a video on it, because like I said, I went to Ulta, they had it on display like as soon as I walked in the door, like, oh, this is the most diverse thing you can ever try type thing. That's how they kind of were displaying it. And funny thing is, it was really funny because it cracked me up even more. They were actually displaying the It Cosmetics by the front door right next to the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. And we all know how that went down. So you got 2 brands, as soon as you walk into my Ulta store, that are so diverse, there for everybody and all this stuff right next to each other. That is like the funniest thing I could ever see, because both of those companies, both of those foundations, they got so much backlash. And I'm saying it's amazing because it was good to finally see the world see what we're seeing. By we, I mean people of color, women of color. We're seeing what they're seeing. It's time out for the bull crap of, oh, we gave you guys at least 2 shades, but everybody else gets like 18, but you guys should be very happy with your 2 shades because they're very broad and they can go to cover anybody no matter what, which we all know that's a lie. So let's just go ahead and get into what this Bye Bye Foundation from It Cosmetics claimed to do. Bye Bye Foundation is your first ever full coverage moisturizer from It Cosmetics that gives you the power to say bye-bye to traditional foundation and hello to your most beautiful skin. Developed with plastic surgeons, your innovative problem solver is designed to help cover and improve the look of your skin concerns, including redness, pores, dark spots, breakouts, lines, and wrinkles, all while protecting your skin with SPF 50 plus broad spectrum physical sunscreen. So apparently when they first came out with this whole thing in general, I think they were just supposed to go off the shades that they originally released anyway. So the first shade you have is fair, Second one, which is new, is Fair Light. Then you have Light. Then you have a new Light Medium. Then you have Medium. Then you have new Neutral Medium. Then you have Medium Tan, new Neutral Tan, Tan Rich, new Rich Honey, and Deep. If you want to see what me applying this foundation and what I think of the foundation is, just go ahead and stick around. But if you want to just get straight to the Backlash and actually how I feel about this company, how I feel about this brand, and the color shade range and the color diversity, then I will put the time code and you guys can skip to that now. All right, so for those of you who want to sit around and check out actually how this foundation looks, it says apply 1 to 2 pumps to clean skin using your favorite IT Cosmetic brush or fingertips, either on top of or in place of your skincare products. Beauty tips. For best results, apply starting at the center of your face, then smooth and blend outward for complexion perfection. So I'm not gonna spend money on high class brushes, and I know what I like and I know what I can get with my brushes. So today I'm going to use a clean, the Ultimate Blending Brush from e.l.f. You guys know this is one of my favorites if you watch my channel a lot. I'm sorry, it's not funny. My bad. I wasn't supposed to laugh. All right, to be professional, to put all the color, to put the color range and aside, let's just go ahead and test the foundation and let's be real with this. So as I open up the container, this is 1.4 ounce. I thought the top was actually smaller, but nope, this is how big the tube is. The top is this long and then the tube is this long. So that's what you're getting. That's the shade range they're giving us for Deep. Just to let you guys know, darkest shade, this is Deep. If you look on their website, this does not look like that's what it should be. That's once again why I do not trust websites for swatches, but I cannot understand why companies, when they place things in store, they don't always carry the darkest shade. So you basically have to guess that the darkest shade is going to be near you or something like that. So since this is considered a moisturizer, I washed my face but did not apply a moisturizer because this is considered a moisturizer, so I want to see if it does what it's supposed to do. So there's 1 pump, there's 2 pumps. Generous amount for the pumps. And that's what the skin complexion looks like. Once again, this is the darkest shade. Definitely smells like sunscreen. Once again, I did not put any primer, did not put any moisturizer on because as this is supposed to be a moisturizer, that's what I'm going to test it as well as a foundation. I probably put too much right there. This is what 2 pumps is. As according to the website, that's what I should do, 1 to 2 pumps, and then apply it, use it on my fingertips, and then I can blend it with a brush. So I didn't use the IT Cosmetic brush as they say to use. I don't know if that makes a difference, but this is what it's giving me. Side note for you guys, like it has a lemony citrus smell. Is it strong? No, it kind of smells, it smells good. It's just like, okay, I don't know if you really want that for your foundation. But I guess that is the SPF sunscreen in it. But anyways, let's see what else we can do. Let's see what else we can do to build this up. All right, so there you have it. It is fully applied on my face. That is the second layer, which I added 1 to 2 more pumps. So in total, I used 4 pumps just to get this type of coverage. It is definitely another lightweight foundation that I've tried that claims to that full coverage, not with 1 or 2 pumps, at least for not my skin complexion, or at least not my skin with my skin concerns. But with 4 pumps, yes, it did become full coverage, and you do get a radiance moisturizing type feel because my skin does feel moisturized, does not feel greasy, it just feels moisturized. With a luminous radiance. For those of you who are just now joining in just to hear the backlash and the criticism of what this foundation is going through / went through, welcome, and we're about to get into it. So the foundation is now on my face. This shade range, let me just go ahead and sit back and get comfortable myself. So this article that I am reading is IT Cosmetic is under fire for its new foundation shade range. This article was posted January 25th of 2018. And so what this basically talking about, just to sum up the article really quick, is she's getting backlash for the foundation. They're including some tweets that people posted, some brilliant beauty influencers that are not having it, and then get to the point where It Cosmetics responded, and they responded to Allure. So Allure reached out to I'm reading the article now. Allure reached out to the brand for comment, and It Cosmetics says there's a reason for the limited shade range. And this is where I'm calling BS. So what was said is, Bye Bye Foundation is the first ever full coverage moisturizer from It Cosmetics. It's a skincare product infused with 7 key fermentant ingredients plus SPF 50 physical only sunscreen and full coverage pigments. Typically, SPF moisturizers with physical only sunscreens have only been possible in a few shades. And at It Cosmetics, we spent the past 2 years creating 12 skin tone adapting shades for the moisturizer. 3 light, 3 medium, 3 tan, 3 rich. And we continue to work hard to challenge this further, unquote, according to a statement provided to Allure via email. So, quote, due to the physical only SPF in the product, we're not able to go darker than our deepest shade, unquote, a representative of other brand added. Quote, expanding our shade range is a top priority and we're working on it, close quotes. So, according to this, it's kind of like Tarte. We'll only go darker when it's convenient for us. We'll say that our formula or our foundation cannot go darker at this time or at all because we really tried and it really doesn't go darker. So you keep aiming for the SPF 50, which is all good and well. Skin protection is very common, needs to be done, needs to be said. We want to protect all of our skin, but you keep aiming for the highest SPF that you know you cannot touch other darker shades, and you're going to use that as your excuse of why you can't do darker shades. And you consider this, the foundation that is on my skin right now, looking very moisturized and a little bit slick now that it's been on my face for a minute. It's starting to look less luminous and more slick, and it's starting to get on my nerves. But anyways, you're going to use that as your excuse of why you can't go darker. So you know you can't go darker. Because if you lowered your SPF, you may be able to go darker, but you choose not to, and you just choose to use that as an excuse of why you can't go darker. Like, oh, we want to make sure you guys have the best skincare ever, so we don't want to go darker. That's your excuse. Fine. You've stood by it for 8 years. Keep going. Just keep going. Don't even worry about us. It's on my face, doggone it. This is how dark the darkest shade is. The whole world would completely flip if we didn't have white people's shade and makeup. This world would freak out if we didn't have their shades. If we didn't have the lighters and the mediums and the tans and the khakis and the beige and the porcelains, if we didn't have those shade complexions, this world would flip upside down and the whole world would be, the whole beauty industry will be on strike. And you guys wonder why we compare all these newer foundations, all these new launches and stuff like that to Fenty Beauty. Fenty Beauty is ran by Rihanna. Rihanna she's an islander. She's a tan girl. She's very mixed. First of all, Rihanna's gorgeous. Fenty Beauty is just as gorgeous as she is. The packaging, the way she handles things, the way it's done, the way it's launched, everything like that. Very beautiful. So when Fenty came out, Rihanna could have just went straight for our brand. Straight for our shade range, straight for our line, and she did an amazing job at being very vast with that. She could have just went straight for our side of the color spectrum, but she didn't. She hit everybody and a mama on that color spectrum. Everybody. She gave us a chance, and she gave you guys a chance to try it. She gave you guys a chance to try her lip products, her facial products, her primer, her blur. She gave everybody a chance. So why can't we expect that from the other brands? The Caucasian brands, the light brand, the porcelain people brand. Like, why can't we expect that? You guys are so tired of hearing Fenty this, Fenty that, Fenty that. But if you match up to Fenty, maybe you can get the same rapport as Fenty. Because to this day, I don't think I've been able to try Fenty because my shade is always sold out. This cannot be your darkest shade. This cannot be called deep. this cannot be the standard of your darkest shade when it comes to, I need something else. What else do I got? Where's my concealer? While this is the next shade up. Like, you can't just do that. You can't, this can't be deep and then this be like rich honey. Like, you can't do that. I think that's how close, I think that's actually how the shade range are. I will put swatches in here because they try to cover it up with swatches as best as they can, because they literally put the swatches on. I will show you guys the swatches. They literally swatch the product, make it deep look like it is the darkest, darkest chocolate covered coffee that you will ever see. And then this is the darkest on my face. This does not look like what's swatched on her arm. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of these companies manipulating with swatches, making it seem like their darkest is actually really dark. And then people who are actually a woman of color and dark complexion skin try that stuff and be like, wait, what the heck? This ain't it. Did I grab the wrong one? Did somebody switch bottles? Did somebody switch the labels? Because it said it was deep, so it's dark. And it looks like the darkest one is swatched on her arm. But when I get it, I'm over here looking like Boo Boo the Fool with my highlighting shade as the deepest one type thing. And it's just stupid and sickening. And it's not worth it. By the way, this was $42. I want to throw that price point out there. This is not worth $42 at all. And I just can't right now. I can't. It's just sickening that you still think, after working so hard with this personal foundation / moisturizer for 2 years, that you thought that this would be good enough. Oh, 12 shades will be so great for everybody and everybody can be happy. Like, I really wanted to go ahead and push aside. I'm like, okay, she came out with 12 shades this time. She must have learned. And when I swatched it in the store, like I said, I was shook. I was very shook. I was like, okay, she might have learned. But as I'm like reading stuff and doing more research, I'm like, no, she didn't really try. And as I'm looking at the website, it's like, it still seems like the same couple people that keep showing up on your random infomercials that look like you're randomly pulling out of the crowd to test how dark this product is and how great the skin pigmentation is and all that stuff. And it's just like, you ain't fooling nobody. You can't be throwing around how you want to be diverse and you can't stand personally yourself how the beauty community isn't diverse and you're part of that problem. Altering pictures and altering film and altering color schemes and altering video. I can see that's what they're doing with their pictures, because the darkest swatch on this individual's complexion is what I just put on, and it's not dark at all. I'm not saying I'm not dark. I'm not saying I'm not that light, but I am saying I'm not what that complexion is showing at all. And they're swatching it and making it look like that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the best of both worlds, all that stuff, yada yada, and you're not getting that. You're not getting that at all. You're not even representing that. You're just not. Like, you really aren't. Like, it looks darker and red on the bottle, and that's what you're actually getting. So if you couldn't have opened this package to see what you possibly could get, or if you couldn't even test this in stores, what you possibly could get, you might think that first of all, if you're red undertone, you might actually think that you may be good with that. Like, you actually might think, because your box even makes it look darker. So I'm just, woosah. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Once again, I'm your girl, J Ross, and I'm glad you guys could watch this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you care about what I said, and if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm right, if you got my back, if you want to backstab me, go ahead and comment that down below. I am here for all criticism. I love you guys so much. Once again, I'm your girl, J Ross. Go ahead and follow me on Snapchat and Instagram, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Peace.